In this video, we're going to talk about is Neymar overrated or underrated? So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. It's difficult to argue against Neymar's incredible career, which has been filled with success and accomplishment, but is he really as excellent as everyone claims? Many have criticized the Brazilian star for his work ethic and attitude following PSG's most recent European loss, and other teams have even questioned his abilities. Is he overrated, or has he been unfairly criticized as a result of his team's weak performance in the Champions League's later rounds? The eye test and statistics are used to make decisions. A quick retrospective. After making a name for himself at Santos in his native Brazil as a youth, Neymar went on to score 107 goals in 177 games, while also collecting numerous awards, including the Copa Libertadores, a first of Santos since 1963. Naturally, his performances caught people's attention, and he soon left for Barcelona to team up with the fellow South Americans Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez to form MSN, arguably the greatest front three in history. In 123 games and 68 goals, Neymar excelled in Catalunya, winning numerous medals including the League, Cup, and Champions League triple. The most expensive move of all time. Neymar left Barcelona for 198 million euros in 2017 when PSG came knocking. The Brazilian was thought to have this opportunity to emerge from Lionel Messi's shadow and become the indisputable best player in the world, but has he played a ruse in France? Should he be included in the conversation alongside players like Messi and Ronaldo? Comparisons to Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Even now, when both are undoubtedly nearing the end of their long careers, it's still challenging to have a discussion about the best players in the world without mentioning the two greatest to ever do it. How does Neymar stack up against players like Messi and Ronaldo? Many people expected Neymar to push himself at PSG and start chasing after Messi and Ronaldo's records since they saw him as their clear successor. It would take him almost twice as many goals as he's had in the last 12 years over the next 6 years to even come close to where the other two are at right now, assuming he plays at the highest level until he's 35, which in now and of itself would be unusual because Brazilians frequently retire early. That's presuming Messi would retire soon, which is implausible given his age of 33. How is it possible? How is he still so young? In terms of goals, he's far off, and his most productive period was while he was playing in Brazil against defenses that were incredibly porous. It's important to note that many people will contend he's not a pure striker. It could be a good argument, but if it is, then Messi and Ronaldo must also be included, at least up until a few seasons ago. A center forward only recently, Ronaldo spent the majority of his career as a winger and support striker. You could argue that Messi has evolved into more of a spearhead, but for the most part, he is not a striker in the traditional sense of the word. They all show up in the forward area of the field with their teams, hopes of both scoring and assisting goals. They're all excellent attackers, but there's no noticeable decline here. Neymar has played flat track soccer in the Brazilian and French divisions against average defenders aside from his 4 years at Barcelona, but he still generated figures that were much lower than those of Ronaldo and Messi. The numbers the latter two would have had if they had made that their career are only imaginable. For continuing to put up absurd numbers for Juventus at the age of 36 in the Italian Series A, a league renowned for tactical brilliance and defense tenacity. Ronaldo in particular deserves praise. In the hardest league in the world early in his career, he also dominated at Manchester United. The Brazilian simply doesn't measure up to his two best peers in terms of stats, despite the numerous justifications his fanboys will offer. He was hailed as the world's finest player of the future when he left Barcelona to go it alone, but the truth is that he hasn't won the Ballon d'Or and probably never will play in a terrible league, as part of a project that throws money at countless players and gives him every opportunity to succeed. Too many players are more talented than he is. Neymar performing at a global level. International performance is always one of the more contentious subjects when talking about the greatest athletes in the world. You can't pick your nation, and you can't hold Robert Lewandowski accountable for Poland's World Cup failure. Ronaldo undoubtedly leads the group in this metric, which can still be pretty fascinating. In 173 appearances for the country he captained, he had scored 103 goals, helping them with the Euros and the UEFA Nations League in the process. Although they're currently producing a long list of outstanding athletes, Portugal was not a top 10 team during much of his playing career. For a far better Argentina team that features players like Javier Mascherano, Canaguera, and Angel Di Maria, Messi, who has scored 71 goals in 142 matches, has underperformed and accomplished nothing. Goals don't matter in every situation. The Barcelona great has lacked presence and leadership on intentional stages for his nation. Neymar comes next. It's been disappointment after letdown with Brazil. He actually has the best goals per game average of the three with 64 goals in 103 games. But you need character to succeed on a global scale. His style of leadership is completely at odds with that of CR7, who uses sheer tenacity to carry his squad through games. Neymar effectively reduces his teams to 10 players when they're on defense, which only serves to worsen the situation. His work ethic and attitude are abhorrent. He can hardly be held responsible for getting hurt during the World Cup 2014 quarterfinal victory over Colombia, or for their subsequent 7-1 humiliation at the hands of Germany in the next round, but he's constantly fallen short. Then there was the 2018 World Cup, where his hilarious play-acting dive cemented him as a meme around the world. He scored 2 goals but had little major impact, as Brazil lost to Belgium in the quarterfinals. With how little of an impact Neymar has had on the Brazilian national team, people were relieved when he was forced to withdraw from the team for the Copa America 2019 tournament due to injury. This allowed the team to win the competition without Neymar's ego or lack of interest in running. Is he even his team's best player? Is he even the best player at PSG for a player who's frequently referred to as the best or one of the best players in the world by the type of casual football that the European Super League proposal truly appealed to? Mbappe, who's only 22 years old, has a higher goals to game ratio with 160 goals in 232 games. That's on top of the fact that he spent his whole career in League One, which, while inferior to the Premier League, La Liga, or Serie A, is nonetheless much tougher than the Brazilian top division, where Neymar scored over half of his goals. Again, this essay isn't for you if you think he plays in the midfield and that the goal-scoring statistics are unimportant. The French Wonder Kid was a key member of a World Cup winning team at the start of what should have been a fantastic career. He became just the second youngster after Puyol to score in a World Cup final while scoring 4 goals, helping France win the 2018 World Cup. He also won the Best Young Player award. While it may be argued that France had a little superior team than any Neymar has played for Brazil, they're not vastly superior. Neymar could have led his nation to greatness if he had been a leader rather than an individual. Is he overrated in the end? We must accept the fact that Neymar is a terrific player, but that he's overrated with a sad heart. By no means should he be compared to the 2 GOATs Ronaldo and Messi. And after everything is said and done, he should be easily surpassed by teammates like Mbappe of PSG, Haaland of Dortmund, and Foden of Man City, among others. A solid athlete? Certainly. Perhaps the top 50 times? Sure. One of the best people to do it in history? No. He can score goals when the going is good, intimidate weaker opponents, and pull off a few tricks, But the truly great players lead their teams to significant championships because they know how to perform under pressure and serve as an example to their teammates. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you.